Hello everybody, my name is Kelly Frost.
And I'm Rachel Shun.
And we're with 8of9, a rec tech company located in Manhattan. 8of9's focus is solving complex regulatory issues with simple solutions. And today we're going to talk to you about our informational product, an overview of blockchain and Bitcoin 50-state law. This product is the only comprehensive, accurate, and up-to-date list of every single law, bill, and guidance letter related to blockchain and cryptocurrency across the United States. This presentation will be broken down into two videos. The first video will include how we gathered our information, how we put the product together, and the product itself. And in our next video, we will demonstrate how to actually use the product. So let's begin. For starters, most of our time was spent researching. We would take a state and look up every piece of legislation that state had regarding blockchain and cryptocurrency. We looked up this information by using primary sources that allowed us to pick a particular state and use a keyword search. Our keyword searches included blockchain, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, smart contracts, and initial coin offerings. We then went through every single piece of legislation that came up, carefully analyzing it to determine if it was relevant to what we were trying to accomplish, and if so, we included it. We also used a secondary source such as news articles and other websites that discuss cryptocurrency and blockchain law in all 50 states. Our last step was completing a final search listing a state name and a blockchain or cryptocurrency keyword. This final search ensured that we wouldn't miss any information and that the information we gathered was correct. We then took this information and organized it into a master spreadsheet that Rachel will go over in a bit, but the goal in mind was to create categories and simple descriptions for each piece of legislation. So now I'm going to go into how we physically did all of this. We worked in a team of 5 for over 6 weeks. Our time was spent individually doing all the research I just mentioned, and at the end of each week we'd all meet up to compare our research. We went over each state and piece of legislation in depth, making sure information matched. If it didn't, we would re-research the topic until we all agreed. We also made sure that we agreed on what category each regulation fit under and the description. We repeated this until all the states were complete, and now I'm going to pass it on to Rachel to talk about the actual finished product.
So the product in and of itself is a large Excel file, and when you first open the file, you're going to see this landing page, which is then followed by a user guide, which quickly sums up how everything is organized and potential ways a user can use the product. It's followed then by the master sheet, which, as Kelly explained, is where we condense all of our entries. So in this master sheet, there are 13 columns, the first being the 8of9 identifier. This column provides a unique identifier to all the different entries we've inputted. Following that column is a column of states. The states are all listed regardless if there is state action on blockchain and or crypto-related topics. The following column answers whether there is state action or not. The fourth column is going to be the type of state action. So in this particular case, it would either be an existing law, a bill, or a guidance. State identifier as follows, which is the unique name that each bill, law, and or guidance has. The name of agency is only relevant if there is a guidance letter, since guidance letters are issued by state agencies. The next column, we have the scope of the bill, law, or guidance. The scope would be cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, DLT blockchain, or both. That follows into the subjects and the descriptions of the individual legislations. Of these 19 subjects, some entries will have more than one subject because of overlapping topics being discussed. The descriptions are informative and short explanations of the different legislations. What follows is the status of the different bills. Bills would either be introduced, enrolled, engrossed, failed, or passed, which is then listed as an existing law. There are as-of dates to ensure accuracy of information followed by sources, which for the most part are links to Legiscan, which also provides a link to the state legislature site. The last column is notes, which only has something if there were something that needed to be clarified a little bit more. And so to discuss subjects a little bit more, as you see here that we have, for example, categorization of cryptocurrency right here, which is then followed by categorization of crypto as monetary instrument or currency. And so we noticed that while doing this project that a lot of laws were categorizing crypto, and so we felt the need to be a little bit more specific in those subjects. And so that wraps it up for us for a quick summary of the product. Click our next video to see us use the product and discuss interesting trends that we found while doing this project. Thank you.